Democrats like to pretend they have all the answers, especially when it comes to Black Americans. But fact after fact shows us that that's not really true. Let's get right into the state of Black America, specifically in the realm of economics. And yes, we are going to touch on Cheri Beasley just a little bit. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Rundown with Zinga. I'm your host, Zinga. According to a CNN article, yes, even CNN is reporting on this issue, quote, as inflation soars, Black Americans bear the brunt of rising grocery, gas, and housing prices. That makes sense because a study by the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis found that, quote, groceries, electricity, and wireless phone service make up a larger share of Black families' budgets. We just got another bigger than expected inflation number this week, 9.1%. But it's not only prices going up. Black unemployment is up, Black female unemployment is up, and Black youth unemployment is up under Joe and the Democrats' leadership. According to Paris Denard over at the RNC, Black Americans continue to be left behind in this Biden-Harris economy, and there's no end in sight to the economic downturn or lack of accountability and substantive policy action from Democrats. And Paris is right. There ain't a Democrat in sight. Outside of Tulsi Gabbard, if she's still a registered Democrat, considering how much they all hate her, is talking about the failure of these Biden-Harris policies. Not even Democrat candidates like Cheri Beasley are sounding the alarm on the fact that former Vice President Joe Biden is destroying our paychecks. Cheri Beasley pretends to care. She even hides from Joe when he comes to North Carolina. But then she turns around and embraces the same disastrous policies that are hurting Black Americans the most. Last year, she said child hunger is what keeps her up at night. That was like 12 to 15% food inflation ago. Oh, girl must not be getting a lot of sleep now. So I went to her campaign website, trying to find some glimmer of hope that the woman has a mind of her own and loves North Carolina enough to have sat down and come up with actual solutions to our problems. Well, this is a quote from her website. Quote, Cheri will fight for investments in infrastructure and renewable energy to create good paying jobs, increasing the minimum wage to $15 per hour, and expanding training, certification, and apprenticeship programs. We must also invest in affordable childcare to help ensure businesses have the people they need to operate and enable parents to re-enter and remain in the workforce. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was expecting. That was pretty much a copy and paste paragraph from Democrat talking points. I know how we on the right feel about raising the minimum wage. Pick up Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell and you'll understand why it just doesn't work. But even if you think from Cheri's side of the aisle, what she has proposed is just plain old tired. So for one thing, thanks to mumbling Biden and cackling Kamala, $15 per hour doesn't go nearly as far these days. But also, that's all she's got on the economy, on the biggest issue for voters, and one of the issues affecting Black America the most, and that's all she's got? Outside of her website text, which I'm still considering a rough draft until further notice because what she's got just doesn't cut it, Cheri just doesn't talk about the economy very much. And I wonder why. Scroll through her Twitter page and you'll see what she's really passionate about. It's not gas prices, food prices, child hunger, Black unemployment, Black median income, or the fact that the wealth gap has widened more than Nancy Pelosi's cleavage. Nope. Cheri is really passionate about abortion. I guess one way to combat child hunger is to make sure they're never born to experience hunger. Cheri isn't the type to think individually. She just jumps on the leftist bandwagon. So now she's trying to make the senatorial race between her and Ted Budd about abortion. Yeah, they're that desperate. But newsflash, voters don't exactly support Democrats' extreme abortion policies. And they also care about other things, like buying food to eat without going broke in Biden's America. What she said about the economy is less than stellar. Like, she blamed the high prices for gas on price gouging, following exactly after Joe's lead. Cheri Beasley is nothing more than a boring Democrat parrot. Another black Democrat ready to take the black vote for granted so she can rubber stamp all the policies that hurt black voters in the first place. The things she does care about do not match the priorities of black voters, let alone North Carolinians in general. Are Democrats scared that those darn Republicans might do something like, stabilize prices for everybody? That's why we need to make sure we elect Ted Budd this year. Listen, North Carolina doesn't need a quieter, blacker, femalier version of Cal Cunningham. That will just increase this Biden burden on us if she makes it to D.C. Whether black, brown, or white Americans, our wallets can't handle much more of this. So make sure you know where your voting booths are and bring your friends. Well, that's the rundown, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.